Be aware of who you're being, what you're thinking, and everything can, will, and really has to change for you. What's up, y'all? If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, sharing my own personal beliefs and experiences with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about and apply it to your life to create the reality of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So for today, I want to talk about the power of daily affirmations, all right? And your daily affirmations are just the thoughts that you're thinking, but there is a lot of power in that. I spent a little bit of time kind of surfing around online, just like listening to different people's perspectives. I sometimes friends or, sometimes people send me videos where they want me to like look at them and maybe give my perspective on them or say what I think about it. And I just kind of listen to other people's perspectives, kind of go down the rabbit hole of their mindset and what they're thinking. And the one thing that you cannot get away from, the one thing that you just cannot escape is your thoughts. You are always thinking all day long, regardless of whether you are consciously selecting your thoughts or you are unconsciously moving through life thinking thoughts. Like, it's one or the other, and there's no way around that. There's no way to just stop it. I mean, the space that I'm in now, I just have complete control over my thoughts. And even when I have thoughts that I'm not selecting come in, I notice them right away and I shift them. I also have some points throughout my day where I'm literally thinking absolutely nothing, and I then become aware of that, and then of course I start thinking things. But I do remember being in a space where my thoughts were just going all day long about all kind of stuff that I didn't want to experience, all kind of stuff that I definitely wasn't happy of. But and just creating scenarios in my head of stories that I for sure didn't want to experience. But, when you allow your mind to wander and you allow it to wander from the state that you're currently in, if it's not a state that you wish to be in, then your mind wanders off into thoughts that you really don't want to experience. So, your thoughts and having control of them, I do believe, is a very important thing, and there's a lot of power in that because yes, there are different ways that everybody manifests. There are different ways that work better for other people. You can, of course, script things, you can visualize things, you can hear things, or you can just affirm things and think it in your mind. But still, at the end of the day, outside of any activity that you're doing, you're still thinking. So, if you're going to be with your thoughts all day long, there is a lot of power in being with the thoughts that make you feel good, that resonate the most with you, that make you the happiest. And yes, there can be like, I know transition can be like a sticky word to use, but there can be a little transition, in between the reality that you're experiencing right now, the current story that you've been in, and your new story, your new reality that you will experience the moment you start thinking thoughts that align with that. So, when you're shifting from both of those, of course, the moment that you decide something is true for you, it's instantly true, and that's it. Like, that's final. But as you persist, in these new thoughts, sometimes you can have old thoughts come up, old feelings come up, old emotions come up, and you start maybe feeling bad, you feel sad, you might want to stop affirming, you don't know what you want anymore, and it's just you getting out of the space that was most comfortable to you, the space that, is your old story where everything exists that you do not want. That's what's been most comfortable for you. And for you to get into that new space of comfortability, you have to basically continue on that path, take that leap, and stay persistent in it. We are creatures of habit. So just think of how long you've been thinking the way that you've been thinking, and yes, it can happen instantly for people. You could instantly just decide that you're going to think a better way and it just works for you. The same way as people who are into health and dieting and stuff, and they decide to go cold turkey and they can just do it. Like when I decided to stop eating meat, I just did it cold turkey. I did me like a 1 week tour. I went to all my favorite places that had all the meat and cheese and stuff that I used to love to eat. I went to all the places for 1 week. I ate there. And then after that week was over, I told myself, that's it. We're done. That's it. I didn't wean myself off, I didn't take like, oh, I'm going to do this month and remove this one meat, and then next month I'm going to remove another thing. I just completely stopped. But mentally, I had enough willpower to do so. So sometimes if you don't have enough willpower to just do something and stick to it, it can be a little process for you, and that is okay. I know we live in this world where we want everything instantly, instant gratification. Of course, it's possible. Of course, it's possible. But is it natural to you right now is the question. So if thinking from your new story isn't natural to you right now, there is power in you persisting in those thoughts no matter what you feel, no matter what comes up. There's a way for you to move through that. And I can't really tell you how to do that, but you can figure it out. What is the best way to get you through that? Of course, I say do things that make you happy. Find different stress relieving activities, whether you're journaling or you're working out, you're doing yoga, you're meditating, going to a spa, getting a massage. Find things that relieve you of stress, that make you happy. Find ways to bring yourself into the present moment. But even when you're in the present moment and you become aware of certain things, it's so important to keep your thoughts aligned with where it is that you desire to be. We can't keep going back and forth, oh, well, I'm affirming for this thing, but I don't see it after X amount of time. So now I'm going back to thinking how I was thinking. You're not staying on track. You don't want to be over here in the new story, but keep floating back to the old story because the new story isn't shifting fast enough for you. How long do you think it took you to get into the old story? How long do you think it took you to get there? Because I'm pretty sure you persisted in thoughts that were not really beneficial for you for quite a while. And now it is your reality, and you believe that it is permanent. You believe that you can change it because it feels so real to you. But if you can just have enough faith, if you can just find enough strength from within to decide, I no longer want to experience this stuff. And I only want to have a life where everything goes my way, because you can. Where everything is perfect for you, because it can be. Then use the power that is within you to persist in that only. Because the formula is very simple. Your thoughts create your reality, whether it's your thoughts, your visualizations, your imagination, okay? Anything that is within you, it creates your reality. The conversations that you have with yourself, how you talk to yourself, the things that you think, what you're dominantly thinking about, what you persist in, what you visualize, all of that. It all plays a part in creating your reality. And that's something that I believe we just cannot get away from. You can do all the meditations in the world, which I love doing. You can do all the techniques in the world. But outside of that, if you are not mentally maintaining the person who has what they want, then you're not doing yourself a service in the manifestation realm. Okay? You can say, well, I've been manifesting this thing, and I've been doubting a little bit, and I feel like I've been wavering. Like, it doesn't matter. Just persist in what it is that you want, because the more you persist, the stronger you become in that. And as you persist, your reality shows you evidence. You see movement. You get full manifestations. And by those things happening to you, you form that belief. You trust yourself. You gain that confidence. And it really empowers you to keep going when you see you changing certain things about your reality. And yes, sometimes the things may seem small at first. Well, this small manifestation, I got this small success story, or this little thing happened to me, but that's what you perceive. You perceive them as little things. So yeah, they're coming easier to you. But guess what? The more you persist, the more you stay aligned, the bigger things will also easily manifest too, because guess what? They're all the same. Everything is neutral. Nothing is harder or easier to manifest than the next thing. Trust me, I know the things that I'm, persisting in for myself currently are things that I had very deep rooted beliefs from a childhood of, very limiting stories and limiting beliefs and all of that. But even myself, I'm determined to change those things too. Like, I see things in my reality that I manifest instantly, that I manifest the same day, that I can visualize a couple of times and it literally happens the same day. There are things that I experience like that, and I see them happening so often, so quickly. So the things that may seem hard to you, they're really not hard. And it's really just a matter of reminding yourself and continuing to remind yourself that these things are not hard to manifest. They're so easy. Like, daily waking up and being the person who has everything they want and really taking control of the thoughts that you're thinking, you see a difference in yourself, and then you begin to see a difference in your reality. You have to. There's no other way. I know life can happen, things happen, shit happen, and I really feel like that is a belief that we need to get away from, because even when I was experiencing my things that I talked about in yesterday's video, I had a lot of people in my reality saying shit happens, shit happens. And I'm just like, now I realize that's a belief that I've had that I no longer want to resonate with, because no, I do not want to live in a reality where shit happens, because that is implying that it's going to be something negative. Of course you can overcome it, but who wants to deal with that? So the power lies within you, and the power is within the thoughts that you are thinking. Guide your thoughts, direct your thoughts, pay attention to who you're being throughout your day. Like, I can't stress that enough. Be aware of who you're being, what you're thinking, and everything can, will, and really has to change for you, okay? So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. I do offer a members only section now where I post exclusive content. The link is in the description below, or you can click the join button on my channel. If you would like guidance or assistance with your manifestations, I do offer phone and email coaching as well. The link for that is in the description below. If you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.